Australia and Singapore are committed to achieving net zero emissions by 2050. The Singapore-Australia Green Economy Agreement supports our journey to meet this common goal of transitioning to a green and sustainable future. Under this agreement, both countries are working closely together in targeted areas to support our respective decarbonisation efforts. Our strong partnership helps to promote greater economic cooperation, boost trade, and create business opportunities in green sectors. Practical initiatives under this agreement include advancing trade in environmental goods and services, and facilitating common standards to accelerate trade flows between our countries.
A year ago today, Singapore's Minister for Trade and Industry, Minister Gan, and I signed the Singapore-Australia Green Economy Agreement. It was a significant moment in our bilateral relationship and has brought our two countries closer together. Australia and Singapore are already very close partners with nearly $53 billion of two-way trade. But we can always go further, particularly in our shared goals of clean energy transition. Our Green Economy Agreement is helping us tackle practical issues as we take action to transition our economies to net zero emissions. Businesses, workers and communities will benefit from the joint initiatives that Australia and Singapore are implementing under this agreement. As a part of the agreement, we've launched a $20 million Go Green Co-Innovation Grants program to drive practical cooperation and innovative solutions. Minister Gan and I look forward to seeing the creative and game-changing projects that will emerge from this important business-to-business collaboration. We've also agreed to establish a green and digital shipping corridor by the end of 2025, which will facilitate and accelerate the sustainability of port operations and shipping routes between Australia and Singapore. Importantly, our agreement allows us to share our expertise and resources with neighbouring Southeast Asian countries to support their transition to net zero, including by developing renewable energy projects. Of course, all of this work is on top of Australia's Southeast Asia Economic Strategy to 2040, released last month, which charts a pathway to boost our trade and investment in the region, including with Singapore. Australia and Singapore are great friends and neighbours, and I look forward to building on this landmark agreement in the next 12 months.
Singapore signed the Green Economy Agreement with Australia 1 year ago. This landmark initiative holds strategic and economic significance. It accelerates our efforts towards our climate targets while catalyzing economic growth and creating jobs in green sectors. As a first-of-its-kind agreement and pathfinder for international cooperation in the green economy, this initiative also underscores the shared commitment of Australia and Singapore to address the challenges of climate change. I'm glad that we have achieved excellent progress in the first tier of implementation. I would like to highlight 3 areas. First, green innovation. Second, green and transition finance. And third, maritime transport. In green innovation, Singapore and Australia have launched the $20 million Go Green Co-Innovation Program, which will support the joint research and development of innovative solutions to drive the decarbonization of our economy. In green and transition finance, Singapore and Australia have launched a $5 million Asia Climate Solutions Design Grant to provide early-stage funding for innovation-blended finance solutions. On maritime transport, we have agreed to establish a green and digital shipping corridor by the end of 2025. This will accelerate the decarbonization of our shipping industries. These initiatives show that economic growth and green transition can go hand in hand. On this first anniversary of the Singapore-Australia Green Economy Agreement, let us celebrate the hard work by both sides and the milestones achieved over the past year. Singapore is committed to continue developing and implementing the Green Economy Agreement together with Australia. I'm confident that our collaboration will set an example for the region and the wider international community. Together, we can nurture a greener and better future.
To achieve a greener and better future for all, strong public-private partnership is key to better translating policy into practical outcomes. We look forward to working with you on green solutions, which will support economic growth and our transition to net zero. Let's give ourselves and our generations to come a sustainable future.